Hey listeners, you're listening to the Midnight Readers podcast. Grab some tea, a midnight snack, and cuddle up in bed as we dive deep into today's most popular fantasies, sci-fi, and mysteries. We're your hosts. I'm Lily.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Christy.
This season we'll be discussing the paranormal romance with political intrigue, mystery, and an Omega-verse flair. That's right, grab your future husband-to-be. We're headed to Bride's All-America-Wear territory.
A marriage built on blood is strategy. A marriage forged in blood is diplomacy. But love is choosing the terrifying warlord and this podcast because they're both ridiculously fluffy. Calling all majestic fluffballs, this is your season.
In this episode, we'll be discussing Book 2, Mate, chapters 11 through 20, where our story goes from being quietly intriguing to downright fascinating and scandalous, just like the Pack Alpha himself.
Before we get into it, this is your warning for major spoilers ahead. This includes both Bride and Mate, any interviews with the author, and online fan discussions. We're also avid fans of the Moss universe and might accidentally let spoilers slip for other popular romantasy book series as well. Sorry in advance, like the books, this podcast is rated R, so be warned.
Also, a friendly reminder to please like, subscribe, and follow. You can find us on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also join our growing community on Patreon for bonus content and more.
All right, well, it's been a few weeks since we have talked about the books. I had to do a refresher a little bit on the last couple of chapters. We had to take a little break in our recording, and I went back and looked at the previous chapter. I just happened to notice that in the scene where they're in the car and she's like, "Take me back to the cabin," and he's just like being difficult about that. She's being cagey about what's at the cabin. I don't think I realized the way I don't know. Did we talk about the letters at all?
Mm-mm.
We didn't, because she doesn't mention the letters. She just says that there's something and that she didn't want to tell him what it was. And so she made an excuse about a stuffed animal that Anna gave her. Anna.
But I thought it was the medicine that she was wanting to go get that helps her.
You could take it, the way it was written,
Yeah.
You could take that way. I just assumed it was something else.
Yeah, it seems to be that could have been implied. But there is a line in the very last paragraph of that chapter that I missed. And it says, "I try to forget the cabin. Above all, I try not to think about the letters I stuffed at the bottom of the dresser. After a while, I sink into the first restful sleep I've had in a long time."
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
I didn't think that was at the cabin, I guess. I just thought they were letters that she had brought with her when we read it.
I think I just passed over it. And I just wanted to bring this up. And it's because later she thinks about them again. She's trying to reorganize them in her mind. And I was rereading this and going, what are these letters? Are they suicide letters? Or is it a letter because she's going to die, I guess?
I think now that we know it's because she's dying, I'm not sure.
Or she thinks she's dying.
Like letters to herself, maybe?
Did we?
No, to people that she loves, I assume.
Yeah. Did we know that she was dying last time? It's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it's because those letters are like her last will and testament, I guess, kind of thing.
That was my thought as well.
It'd be my thought.
Now watch, it's something like completely stupid.
Right? I don't know. I was thinking about it a lot because we really debated it in the last episode, and then I totally missed the last paragraph and didn't even talk about it.
She did, when she talked to the doctor, she did seem very like, okay, well, study my body and whatnot. So she could have also done like a, hey, Anna, this is what I went through, just because she's very worried about Anna and what she's going to have to go through.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just wanted to bring that up because, like I said, she ends up thinking about it later, and I feel like we totally missed that aspect of that chapter. And it's just shoved in at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't remember them mentioning the letters, but I do think the way it's written that I would have thought they were just something that she has. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, she wakes up from her sleep because he's like tucking her hair behind her ear, and she totally gaslights herself into thinking, surely he did not touch me, and I just imagined that.
Yeah. It's my sexy dream ruminants.
Yeah, okay, sure, that's normal. Let's just lie to ourselves. It's not like he hasn't touched you before now or anything.
Yeah.
Literally washed your feet or like rubbed your feet.
Also, we can't skip the fact that this chapter opens up with threats from Misery.
Yes. You're so right.
Interrupted by Anna.
You're so right. They were great.
And quick question, is it Anna or Anna? Because we've been using both.
I think it doesn't matter at this point. Unless Anna is going to be real and come out of the book and be like, pronounce my name right. I think it's a tomato or tomato thing.
Canonically, for me, it's Anna, even though I think I've said Anna a few times.
Yeah. And the audiobook does pronounce it Anna, I believe.
Okay.
But it slips out.
Yeah. Sometimes I say Anna.
It was so funny, especially listening to the audio because they had to read out the interruption.
Yeah, Anna interrupting. Or Anna, yeah. Look, see.
Right?
I did it right there. I did it right then. Yeah. But so they arrive at his house. They arrive at the den, or as apparently humans call it, Olympia.
Oh.
And they go right into his house. And she's like, so he is a lumberjack. Because he apparently built the house himself.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I work with wood. I don't chop it.
Oh, I want to live in the den.
Right?
After like the no high rises, quiet, few cars, I was like, I just want to smash my face into this book until I can like force myself through to this world.
It sounds really fun. Yeah, it sounds cozy. And then he lets her decorate it and make it more cozy. And it sounds so nice.
Although his whole, we'll find you a place in the middle of nowhere. Really? No.
But his like, fine, I'll buy you more furniture.
Yeah.
If you really need to have a place to sit, I guess I can buy you a chair.
And I just love their conversations because I, like in Twilight, I hated when Bella and Edward talked. Like those scenes are so fucking boring and monotonous and just, ugh. But I could literally have this whole book just scenes with them talking.
I love that he completes her sentences, which are crazy sentences, by the way. Like she's like, if only there was something that could carry, and he's like, the supermassive weight of my ego, right? Anyways, I think that they are so cute together, but can I just say they're both lying to themselves and each other so much that it's kind of infuriating. I realized while reading these chapters that the thing that I didn't like about Lowe is kind of happening here, but at least it wasn't a fake out. It wasn't like we're going to be so super lovey-dovey and I'm going to lie to you. Then, as opposed to like, Lowe was actually treating her like a partner and being sweet and kind. And then he just like flipped. But at least Koen is kind of upfront about, he's like trying to keep her from even getting to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a little bit of respect there for that.
It's still hard though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to be like, don't be a dumbass. Although, explain one thing to me. Is this saying, I was going to Google it, but honestly, I don't want to see what the answers are. What the fuck is a condom full of chicken stock level of fitness?
Let me tell you, I did a double take when I read that. I said, now what kind of fucking measurement? I have no words for that.
No clue, but I just, when you said that, and I just imagined what the Google results would have been.
Hence why I was not Googling that.
I don't really know her decision for including that.
Okay. Just, it seemed like random words thrown together, but
I mean,
yeah, it does.
I'm guessing it has a male chicken is a cock, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I really have no answer for you, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Maybe one of our listeners can tell us, like, the joke we missed. I don't know. Did something go over our head? Like, it's not landing the same.
Right.
I don't know.
Exactly. And even in my, like, warped, twisty brain, you would think it would get it, but it still doesn't. So
it's funny because it sounds funny, but that's it. You know, like, I don't get if there's supposed to be something else. Oh my gosh. He does inform her that he will be sleeping outside in wolf form. So she gets kind of like a lay of the land, the rule of the house, I guess you can say. He does kind of say, like, in order for you to stay here, you're going to have to, like, do my dishes, clean the house, dust things. And she's like, there's nothing to dust.
Well, he says that because she insists on thanking him. And he's like, fine, if you want to thank me, then you stay here and clean my house.
Yeah.
And then he gets mad when she actually does sort of some house chores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He doesn't want her to thank him. He just wants her to just be there and also do what he says.
Yeah.
But I think he also likes that she doesn't do what he says.
Yeah, he does.
Exactly. She keeps complaining about the fact that she's going to have to stay there. Like, she really wants to be alone again because she wants to die alone like a sad cat somewhere, you know?
That, and she can't hide her illness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also I think it's like it is that, but also it's like this weird hero complex thing. She doesn't want anyone to see her dying. She doesn't want people to know she's suffering. She just wants to do it away from everyone and where they don't have to be involved.
And to be fair, when my dog had an oversized heart and she knew she was dying, so she would spend a lot of time alone outside. And apparently, according to the vet, it's a very instinctual animal thing to do.
Yeah.
But I think for some of Serena's too is not just that, but I also think the even sadder part is she doesn't want to inconvenience anybody.
Yeah. And I think she recognizes that if her and Koen get close, it's going to be harder if she just dies really quickly.
Yeah.
But so
I think that's a female thing too, a lot, you know? Like we don't, even for suicides and stuff like that, a lot of females will choose ways that are not messy.
They make it clean. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Easy cleanup.
Yeah. So she makes a big fuss about it, and he's like, fine, if you can take care of yourself, then I'll let you do it. Like, if you can fend for yourself. And she's like, I can fend for myself. And he's like, oh, really? So he puts her up against who? Brenna, his ex. And I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Because who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah. Last episode, I said I was really happy that I was worried there was going to be a love triangle between Amanda, Serena, and Koen. And I was really happy that they didn't rehash the whole she's not one of us thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Brenna is here trying her best to bring it back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and her little brother later.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that asshole.
And I was like, I don't know if I really like this character. She seems like, I mean, she's a little snarky-ish, kind of uppity, I'm better than you kind of attitude at first. Yep. And then it just gets progressively worse, calling her, a trophy girlfriend. And
yeah, she says some really shitty, awful things to Serena.
Saying, well, you're basically useless, and you have just this little, you're here to be all pretty, and that's the only quality you got. And she just, just the way she talks down to her without even knowing her, I wanted to scream.
Yeah, it was infuriating. And she also basically calls her a fucking burden on Koen, which is really what I hated the most, because for Serena's character, that's probably the hardest way to hit her.
Yeah. And isn't everybody a burden on the alpha?
Yes.
Technically so, although I think I saw Brenna's character a little bit differently.
Oh, gosh.
I felt like in a way that she was harsh, but she was also honest. She also told her that she would tell her the truth regardless.
You can tell somebody your truth, but if your truth is all kinds of judgmental shit.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about that, though. But I'm not talking about that. Serena asked her if she could ask about something. And Brenna was like, yeah, I'll tell you the truth on anything. So she didn't mind.
She said, I'm not going to baby you like everybody else.
Right.
Which is, again, judgmental.
Well, no, because everybody else is kind of keeping stuff from her and is not giving her the full information.
It's not
so for her, what I liked is the fact
her, though. That's my thing. It's to say it that way is condescending, because just because somebody doesn't share their trauma with you 2 seconds after meeting you doesn't mean that they're babying her. They're just hard for them to talk about.
But I felt like for her that she was honest in the way that she could be. And that, because on the one hand, she's been through a lot. Brenna has been through a lot. And it has made her hard. But in there, she does show a little bit of sympathy towards Serena to say, like, I get it, I understand. But at the same time, what I felt like it might have been conveying a little bit, and we'll see, it might not go anywhere. She may have just been an ass for no reason. But for some reason, and something that she said, it made it sound like that she feels like they're staring death in the face and that Serena is a distraction and unimportant. So it's not so much that she doesn't like Serena, but something is coming, and which is fair. But I am thinking that if she feels like Serena proves herself, that Brenna will actually end up being a loyal friend. At least I hope so. And I did like this one final point is I love the fact that when Serena was thinking that the breakup was a big deal for her, she was like, fuck that. It was a stupid breakup and there's more important things going on. And I was like, okay, I
will give her that. I will give her that. That was, yes. But for me, and it could be the way that the audiobook was portraying her, for me, it was even the barest minimum a bit of sympathy wasn't even sympathy. It was just an acknowledgement that, yeah, you went through some shit, but what I went through was worse, and what, like, it was like giving her an inch while taking a mile. And for me, like, if this were to happen after Brenna took some time and got to know Serena, okay. But she made judgments about Serena before even meeting her, and then talked down to her, and then was like, you're nothing. And I'm sorry, but I will, like, you, most people, I will say most people, you shouldn't be treated like they're a distraction or unimportant, because almost nobody is unimportant.
I definitely get that. I think my part of it is that it seemed like Brenna feels like maybe they're at war or they're on the cusp of war. And for her to come out and say, look, this is, I don't have time for this. There's other things that are more important than this right now. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for you. So I don't know. I guess I took it in a little bit different way, but maybe at the fact that she even explained herself. But who knows? She could end up being just a horrifyingly bad person. And chances are, based on my past history of choosing characters, she will be.
In that regards, I do think that her attitude is coming from the sense that we learned that the whole celibacy thing is the only way that Koen can be alpha, and she is a threat to that, and they don't want to. I think that Brenna does see her as a potential way to lose Koen, not as a boyfriend or whatever, but as an alpha. I do see that, but I still think she was a bitch to do what she did and say what she said, and to judge before ever even meeting her.
So to recap, the information that Brenna gives is when Serena asks her questions, as you said, is that the Northwest was divided 40 years ago because of a disagreement between the Alpha and the Assembly. She doesn't elaborate on it, but that's what we get from this chapter. And Brenna says that humans came after them in an attack, and then they reunited once again. She does not elaborate. I think this context with the way that she treats Serena kind of makes sense in some ways. She does say that she lost her family in this war. I think I'm somewhere on the in-between. I did not feel good about the way Brenna treated Serena at all. I felt like it was not something, I think based on later chapters, the context we have later, like a conversation with Amanda, where even Amanda is like, she didn't give you the full truth. Or I think it was Amanda. I might be wrong. But she didn't give you the full truth. Like Brenna says the humans attacked, but it was actually mostly Wares. I think Brenna she said that intentionally to hurt Serena.
Oh yeah, because she called her a human.
Yeah, to come for her, to belittle her. And so I think maybe she could have a kind of redemption later, but I think the way she treated her was cruel. And then that plus her little brother also being kind of a
douchebag,
dick.
Yeah, I was looking for a word like separatist or something, but I don't know if I would call him a separatist necessarily.
He was like a Max. He
is a Max character.
Type,
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I think with that context, I'm less inclined to think that Brenna is going to have a redemption or whatever.
For me,
so I'm not sure.
It would have to be one hell of a redemption, because at this point, I do not like her. I'm on the verge of hating her.
Yeah, I don't like her either. I do not like her. I think that
I'll hold out hope.
I like her a lot less.
See, you
at least once. One of my characters will end up like I think. At least
I will say,
it's so funny because in real life you're always like, nope, there's no help for them at all. And when somebody does something, and then when in fictional, you're like, maybe they can redeem themselves.
Hey, if I could forgive stuff.
I will say, when Rachel was listening to the Bride episodes, she was like, you guys called like a bunch of stuff that I never called. And I was like, well, that makes me feel good. But also, like, we're looking for, the little things in the books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have hits, but also sometimes we have really crazy misses. And I feel like this is going to be one of those episodes where we have a crazy miss. Not with Brenna necessarily, but like, there's so much in this section to talk about. You know what I mean?
I'm okay, but I think my epic one was Violet was adopted.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I forgot about that already. But I do think this is the start of some crazy shit we're going to get into. Brenna talking about her family dying in this attack or this war. And, Serena clarifies, don't worry, Brenna, I'm not with Koen. And Brenna's like, we know. We fucking know, bitch. I'm like, okay, chill.
Yeah.
Chill out. But so they get inside and he's like, well, looks like you're living with me. And she's like, I guess I lost fair and square. Although Serena did get very close to winning that match.
She would have won had Koen even kind of gaslit her in that.
Yes,
because if she would have held her for a little bit longer and let her tap out, she neglected the tap out.
Yeah.
But she would have won if she would have just held on just a little bit longer and paid more attention.
Think he was really proud of her though, because he was kind of watching. I could tell he was a little impressed. He was a little impressed. But when they get outside, there is a package for her on his car. And she immediately walks up.
And Serena's like, mail?
She's like, ooh, shiny. And he's like, what is wrong with you?
It's like a little kid going, ooh, what did I get? Yay!
Yeah. Honestly, same. I would walk right up to it and be like, ooh, there's package with my name on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it says it's from her mother. It says from your mother in quotes. And it is a silver pendant of a moon with 4 scratch marks on it. So, does this indicate to us that her mother was probably the wearer? Probably.
But they already determined that the mother was human.
I know, but I'm starting to wonder now what was going on. Or at least part of a wearer territory, I should say.
Yeah. I was like, is she alive?
Yeah.
Is she going to play a role? Is she behind the scenes messing with shit?
Yeah.
Is she going to try
Serena? She is.
And I was like, I did write in there. I was like, I feel like Mama is going to turn out to be a bad mama.
Yeah. Mommy issues is no joke. Take it from me.
Yeah, because they never did say what happened in the prologue. She asked for her mom, and they were like,
yeah,
maybe she got away.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to play out, but Koen is extremely nervous about just taking it at face value. And he clearly is like, we're going to have to investigate this. He knows some things she doesn't know. And he kind of keeps it that way for a little while.
Yeah.
But they walk back inside. She sees that there's a piano in his room, and she's like, oh my God. And he's like, no, I don't play piano. Can I just say my first thought was, thank God he doesn't play piano. But
he's Edward?
Yeah.
Right? Why does it always have to be a fucking piano?
Why is it? It wasn't, if I remember correctly, he had a bunch of books on his shelf too, right?
Yeah.
Because I wrote, ooh, he's a reader. But weren't they like classics too? Why is it always fucking classics?
Oh my God. Yeah. Koen should have had like some drums or something. And I don't know.
I agree. I'm tired of, listen, I dated a musician. I don't like musicians on principle. He was the worst ever. And I highly recommend girls don't get yourself involved. Just don't. Yeah. Okay.
Military guy who proposed to me was a bass player.
It's always a fucking bass player.
Of course it's a bass player.
It's always a fucking bass player.
Okay. Travis is a musician as well. He sings.
So. Travis doesn't count. He doesn't count.
He doesn't really count. Like,
because the difference is,
if he had any red flags, his green flags would like convert them.
True. But also, what I mean by a musician is not just someone who plays an instrument. I mean someone who makes it their life. Someone who tours, who does the whole thing, who wants to do that for their living. I'm more wary of guys like that. I'm not saying always, but I'm skeptical of them, okay? Been there.
You gotta be careful.
I got a little burnt, okay? That's what I'm saying. But I immediately see a piano and I'm like, no.
Not another one.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, but there is a really sexy scene right after the piano. Can I just say that he like lifts her chin up and he's like, close your eyes. And she's like, why? And he's like, close your eyes. The talking her through it, guys, this man, it's starting to get to me. I feel like I was more instantly attracted to Lowe, but he's getting to me. The smolder, the quiet control, the gentle dom is doing it. It's doing it for me. He tries to get her to shift by talking her through it. I need a minute.
Yeah. I wrote the finger under the chin lift thing, weakness unlocked. Yeah. That
was hot. And she opens her eyes and she's like sweating, like drenched in sweat. And he's like having a hard time looking at her because she's wearing like a white t-shirt. And then she's like drenched. She's like, why am I drenched in sweat? And he's like, you're trying to shift. Your body's trying to shift. But of course she's not having any success with that, unfortunately. And I feel really bad for her.
Yeah.
She's clearly very sick. The same night,
I still think she's in heat.
She gets sick again. I do too. I really do too. I'm not sure if Allie Hazelwood is how she's going to make this play out. So here's my theory going forward, because as the chapter's information gets revealed in this section, it makes me think that I think she might be doing an alpha omega thing. I think Serena might be an omega, which don't really exist anymore, or they're extremely rare, or they don't really have those anymore. And maybe her body is going through the change because she's only half where, like she's having a hard time with that change. So I think that all of her night sicknesses and whatever is going on with her body is her body getting prepared for a heat. because she's only half-ware. So, like, maybe her body isn't as equipped to handle it. Or it's the fact that she's not turning that is the problem. But I think it's the heat thing.
Because she doesn't have periods, does she?
No, which I was like, what the fuck? And you thought you were human?
And she just drops that on us, too. Like, she just randomly mentions that in the chapter. And I was like, what?
Did she never go to the doctor about, hey, I'm 25 and I've never once in my life had a period? I thought this is something that all girls go through.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's got to be a heat. And that's why when he touches her later, when she's sick, she feels better.
Yeah, I was like, okay, she the first night or something, I think it said she didn't have that bad of a time. And I was like, yeah, it's because you're surrounded by your meat smell.
Yep. Well, not just that, but wasn't that after she tried this? So maybe if she wears her body out enough, then it's kind of gets some of that pressure out.
She tried what?
Maybe.
This?
Trying to
turn? Oh.
Yeah, because she doesn't throw up for a little bit after this. After he takes her, like walks her through trying to turn. And so she doesn't throw up or anything after for a bit.
Maybe so. Maybe that is something to do with it. Yeah, I don't know how she's going to write this because I do feel like Allie Hazelwood is taking some interesting twists on the nodding thing. Like the alpha omega trope, she's kind of, adding her own things here and there, which I think is fine. Probably better. So we'll see how it pans out, but she's still getting sick almost every night, it seems, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But she does wake up the next morning and she makes coffee and is going to take it out to Lowe, who is, on the front porch, half naked. And who does she see but a cute little wolf dog?
Twinkles.
And she's like, what's his name? And he's like, what do you mean? He doesn't have a name.
He's a wild animal.
He's not a wild animal if he comes up to the house all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that locks me in for Koen since he is adopting
100%.
a little doggy. So, yeah.
Yeah. I knew immediately. I was like, Christy's going to love this.
Although he does seem to have a grudge against squirrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
because he's a dog.
I have to agree. I'm sorry. They're still cute and I love them. But they are smug little shits.
They're little menaces. They're menaces.
They are not.
Okay.
They are incredibly sweet. They're just coming by to say hello.
Like literally a squirrel used to, and I'm not saying they were smug shits to me. I'm saying they were smug shits to my cat. They would literally like go tag her and then run and she would chase and then it would go up the shed, sit on the roof and look over and be like, ha, I'm up here and you can't get me. Like, and Coco would just be sitting there like, I'm gonna get you.
Perhaps
anyway.
the squirrel mistook your cat for their friend cat Marcy, and they play chase. And then the little squirrel was like, "Oh shit, this is not the right cat."
Christy, forever the animal defender.
That might fly for the first time it did it, but it did it all the time. And I will say there was a squirrel.
Perhaps there are mental issues.
There was a squirrel that used to come every day to our yard and have races with my good dog Nikki. She would race on the ground and the squirrel would race on the fence and they would race each other back and forth.
So they're friends.
When the squirrel stopped showing up, Nikki was devastated.
Right. So see, friends. They're friends to other animals.
But again, they're the type of friends who are smug little shits. I didn't say they were bad for it. They are.
They are. They're devious little creatures, man.
I cannot help that they have resting bitch face.
If you think that's it.
Have you ever seen a squirrel try to get in a bird feeder?
Yes.
It's very adorable as they're like flipping around, trying to like hold on as it's swirling.
I love squirrels. I do. But they are. They also got some death wishes sometimes. The things that they do.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, back to the book.
I'm trying to remember why she does the first pick a hand for Koen. What spurs that on? Because she's like, pick one. And he's like, for what? I think it's just because he looks like sad or like down or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the choices were you get a coffee or a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was just because he didn't want to do anything.
Well, he wants both options.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, can I change my mind?
And options she didn't offer. Like, can I have the kiss too? And the hug? And...
Yeah. He ends up picking the coffee, and then she's like, the other option was a hug, and he's like, can I change my mind? Can I also get a kiss on the cheek?
Which I will say...
Well, I like how he's like, how do I know you didn't switch the prizes? And she was like, how dare you accuse me? And then he's like, you're an infamous and self-admitted liar.
Yeah. I mean, fair.
Yeah. I thought it was funny that she did this because I do this with my mom whenever I can't decide what to eat. I'll be like, pick one. And she'll pick my
You've
dinner.
done that to me before.
Oh, have I?
You have. You've done that to me before at work. For yourself, not for me.
I use it to make other people make my decisions for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to start doing that more.
Yeah, I've done that to Travis before, but then it usually is like, pick one, and he picks one. And I'm like, no. Why did you fucking ask?
That's what I do.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, Johan, which one? This one or this? And then he'll be like, this one. I'll be like, actually, no, never mind. That's how you know what you really wanted, though. I found out. Thank you.
Yeah.
But after this, he takes her shopping, and she's like amazed by the scenery around Olympia or the den, and he's very smug that she loves it.
Mine better than Lowe's.
Yeah,
we're talking about the landscape, right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course. He's like, of course it's beautiful. It's my territory, and she's like, you can't take the what?
You didn't make that rock formation.
Yeah. I also think it's cute that he's still calling her killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's adorable. She's been stealing his clothes. She steals his jacket. She says it first because she doesn't have any clothes. But as the section goes on, she doesn't stop stealing his clothes.
Yeah.
Can you blame her? I would want to smell him too.
I mean, that's one of the things I do miss about having a boyfriend is literally stealing the hoodie.
I get that.
Just wearing it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, and didn't she say that her clothes hurt her skin and his clothes soothe her skin?
Uh-huh. Because it's his smell and his feel and it's his. Yes.
You?
They get to the clothing store and they get to meet, Carter, who is very nice and messes with Koen.
Is that the fancy dude, the little hairspray guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She says she's like intimidated by him.
The hairspray guy. She
also is like, I have money. And he's like, that's fantastic. Why are you bragging? Like, okay, and what's your problem? But so she's like, you're not going to pay for my stuff. It's infantilizing. And he's like,
sure, honey.
I don't think I could ever infantilize you. Okay. He like gives her the look up and down.
Especially when he's over here picking out her underwear.
Uh-huh. All red. All shades of red.
Yep.
Are
Definitely
you
has
kidding?
favorite color.
What's going to happen if she has white pants?
Okay, well, maybe she's not wearing white pants. Or she's going commando.
Sure.
Perhaps.
She did say it was like denim and stuff, but...
Yeah. I love that Carter is like, you need to get this guy cleaned up. He needs a shave. He needs a haircut. It's not looking good, honey. And she's like, I agree. And Cohen's like, what the fuck? He's like, hey, I think I look fine.
What's wrong with my man bun?
Also, I can't remember how this is brought up, but I think it's like she says she's like nervous to go talk to Carter because he's fancy or something like that. And he goes, you can handle it. That plus the talking her through it. I don't know why, but just the one, you can handle it. I have a problem. I can so easily be affected by stuff like that.
It's that support. Like, that's the shit that means something.
It's gentle doming in the daily life. I love it. Also, this is where we find out she's never had a period before, like you guys said.
Which, again, lucky bitch.
I know, right? Jeez.
Yeah. In the car on the way back. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, and bitch in the sense that she is a werewolf, so.
Yes. And in the car on the way back, he does the hairbrush behind her ear thing again, which is very, like, tender and sweet. And she also brushes her wrist over his scent glands while she's touching his hair, being like, you need a makeover, I'll give you a makeover. And he is so affected, he, like, immediately shivers and is like, ugh, back up. It doesn't say scent glands in the scene, but I'm recalling that, one, from the thousands of fics that I've read, and two, from the previous book. He does not want to cut his hair now. He's refusing. But
they have the seconds over first.
Yeah. So, and when they get back to the house, he tells her he's investigating the necklace, so he has to, like, go meet with someone. But that's when he gives her all the stuff. We find out about the red underwear.
When she said, I knew I find 3 things in the bag, I was like, he bought every single fucking thing you touched. I know it because he doesn't want anybody to have your scent, for one, and two.
Oh, true.
I didn't think of it that way.
Just like he could tell that she wanted it. So the thing I don't get is how she didn't notice him buying all that stuff.
Yeah. Maybe he just told the shop owners, hey, if she touches it for more than 10 seconds, buy it. I want it. Okay.
Well, and she may have already been moved on to other stuff, and he could have, like, signaled, like, this stuff, get this stuff.
I think part of me thinks that the reason he's doing stuff like that is not only because he wants to provide, because I think he has an instinct to provide, but also I think because he cannot give her the one thing he really wants to give her. He's like, I'm going to give her everything else.
I'm sorry.
What? What's the one thing he wants to give her, Brittany?
I'm sorry.
What is it?
Brittany, tell her.
His popsicle.
That.
He doesn't have a popsicle. It's not, like, thin and cold. That's, like, warm and fat and long.
Sausage.
Yeah.
Fine. He wants to give her sausage.
Have you guys ever seen...
She likes to cook. So he needs to give her sausage.
Have you guys ever seen that viral video of all the kids going, I'm a girl, but I still like sausage. I'm a gay guy, but I still like sausage. Have you ever seen that?
Kids?
Yeah, it's a bunch of middle schoolers. It's really funny.
Are they actually saying that? Or are they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's from a long time ago, too. It's probably like 10 plus years old.
And they're talking about weenies?
They probably don't know what they're saying.
No, they know.
They probably don't know what they're saying.
No, they knew.
Are they asking for breakfast? Like, are they thinking they're saying McDonald's sausage or something?
Guys, they know what the fuck it is. They know what they're saying. Why are you not believing me?
Because we don't want to think little middle schoolers are saying that.
In middle school, I knew what sex was. Come on.
But were you like, give me a weenie?
It's a joke. It's a game that they're playing. Oh my God. You guys are killing me.
We're old
You're
people.
taking the fun out of this.
We're old people. We don't like
you. Yeah, you're killing me. Oh my God.
No, but I'm picturing little children in a courtyard all together saying, like, give us the weenies or something.
No, it's like a game that they're playing. They're singing a song and they're doing it on the beach.
Hide the weenie?
And then it goes to every other person and they say something different, but it has to end in sausage. But it's all an innuendo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Never mind. Fuck.
No, I mean, it's funny, but like,
I'll show you later.
Kids in my head.
Oh my God.
Making dick jokes.
You guys are no fun.
It bothers the adult in me.
I think I saw it when I was still in high school or something.
I'm afraid to Google that, though.
Hold on. I'm about to
Kids and sausage.
I'm about to find it.
Yeah, kids and sausage. I'm not Googling that shit.
Here it is.
I will say that is probably something I would have done in middle school.
I'm telling you, it's funny. You guys are haters.
I don't remember back to middle school.
Can you hear it?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I sent it to the group chat. We can watch it later.
I'll have to watch it later.
I feel like you will love it. I'm also cutting all of this out.
We're cutting all of it out? Why?
Because none of that is relevant, and also you didn't get it. So why would I include it? Ruining my fun.
Sorry.
Which is really ironic when you think about the fact that usually Brittany and I are like the dirty jokes, and Lily tells like dirty jokes.
I know. I thought you guys would love it. And you guys were like, children? And I was like, that's not the point. Okay. Anyways.
Only grown adults can make dirty jokes. It's the responsible thing to
do. Anyways, okay. I don't even know what to fucking say anymore. Oh my god.
I don't remember where we were.
Me either.
We were talking about all the stuff that he bought for her.
He wants to give her his sausage. That's what we were talking about.
Man.
Back to the book. We enter chapter 14, and we're having another day of.
Oh wait. I did want to bring up
the naked guys show up.
He gives her a pink penguin pocket knife.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up, because I meant to say that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he gives her a pink penguin pocket knife, which I'm like, how does that exist? Why is everything pink?
She does.
And can you imagine the slaughter? Like, you die by pink penguin pocket knife.
How is he finding everything pink?
She does like the color pink, Allie, apparently. Yeah. Because, the pink giraffe that Lowe bought Anna. Yeah. Then there is the pink plushie that Anna bought Serena, supposedly. Then there's the pink knife. I was like,
yep.
Find another color. I mean, but still, like, pink. There's nothing wrong with pink, but find another color.
Let's mix it up a little.
Let's vary it up, people.
There's a lot of pink stuff.
Also, I wrote, "Oh, he bought her a weapon.
How beautiful. Cute. I love that.
That's so romantic.
I love that.
I did too.
So she's sitting and like reconstructing those letters in her head, which is when I noted, and I was like, oh, this is a big deal. She doesn't say anything about it. It's just a passing sentence. When two naked men come up to the house.
And they start stretching.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was like, what the fuck?
And she's like, are you guys okay? Like,
oh, no. That's not what she says. Two naked guys walk up and she says, what's up?
Yeah. I was going to say, she starts to offer them food, like, are you hungry? But there's also a conversation in between that that's like... Yeah.
She's like, your parts are just dangling there. And he's like,
and he's like...
Is that not how it's supposed to work? That's not the way it happens with human men? Did theirs retract? Or... like, he has this serious conversation about... Oh, do human guys, their parts retract? Or, like, do they get sucked back up in? And
ridiculous.
What?
He's like, like a koala? Like a cloaca? Is that what's going on with human men? She's just like, you know what?
And I love that when he starts stretching and he's like, oh, yeah, I slept bad last night. And she's like, yeah, and I got a nice view of your butthole. Thanks.
Yeah.
And why would he turn that way to stretch?
Right?
I mean, come on.
I had the same thought. I was like, surely she didn't see right into his third eye. Like, goddamn.
Like, nope.
She said, you can do that over there, actually. We find out that Twinkles is the name for the dog that Anna named the dog.
Because
now it's Twinkles.
He's Sparkle's long-lost brother.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. which totally agree with Anna on that. She starts to enter mom mode because she's like, hey, do you guys want something to eat? Like, I can make something to eat. And they're like, I'm not going to turn that down.
Yeah.
And in this moment, I was like, I'm proud of you, girl. You're getting to know them. You're doing your thing. You're making yourself comfortable. Like, I thought that was good. I thought it was sweet. And Koen is like, what the fuck are you doing?
And, you know, when she does offer to make them breakfast, one of them does very specifically ask for sausage.
Yes.
Eggs, bacon, grits, sausage.
And this is where I liked Amanda with her like changing of allegiance with Koen when he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you making the food? And Amanda's like, oh yeah, like we're going to accept it. Like you're, I don't care if you're the alpha.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat her food.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Uh-huh. It's like, well, she's making it and we're going to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So this actually ends up making this kind of like a gathering. Like at first it's just like 2-3 people, and then friends start coming in, and then family starts coming in, and then before you know it, we've got a fucking house party.
Yeah, and some of the visitors need to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Bowden.
Agreed, because who do we meet but Bowden?
Brennan's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definite asshole. And just the Max part too, although Cohen's little asses being ridden is his favorite kind of porn, was fabulous.
I was like, good for her. Good for her. Because he starts saying like, you're not supposed to be here. You shouldn't be here. And I would like to read the passage where she sticks up for herself, which I was very proud of her.
Yep.
Let me find it.
Before we get into that though, she does overhear.
I was going to bring it up.
A conversation, and I was like, oh, Koen is keeping secrets from her again.
I was going to bring it up after I read the passage since we brought it up first, but let's see. Okay, the passage says, okay, so he says something like, you shouldn't be here. She accuses him of moral grandstanding, and he's like, it's not moral grandstanding, and she says, yes, it is. Good and evil are wide brushes that can't always paint the fine details of real life. Lots of vampires and humans and wares have done terrible things, but misery is not one of them. And as I'm sure you know, my presence here has been approved by your alpha, so if you have a note for the complaint box, you may take it to him. I did not ask to be born a hybrid, and I'm not some little princess on vacation from her blessed life of leisure, so you can take your snark. And then she gets interrupted because Koen is behind her, and Bowden is afraid of Koen. But I just wanted to say, I thought that was it just made me think of today.
Yeah.
It made me think of our current situation.
Yes.
And I love that Koen refers to him as skid marks on the thong of the universe.
Yeah. He's like, mouthy, isn't she, Bowden? Didn't know I was into that, but
here we are.
Yep. But like you said, let's talk about what is overheard right before this interaction with Bowden, which at first I don't think we know both of the parties, but we know that one of the people is Saul.
Saul.
Yeah. And we first find out that it seems to be that they're talking about Koen, that he's head over heels for Serena, probably, but that he's not going to do anything about it. And second, that there's something called the quote-unquote favored, and that even if Koen knows that she is a favored, that he wouldn't tell her probably because that's not a good thing, apparently.
Yeah, not to them.
Yeah, and apparently one of them was involved with it.
And in this, the first time we hear Constantine's name?
Is it? Let me pull it back up.
I can't remember.
I thought that was later.
I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a while since I've read it.
I do not see Constantine in this section, in this chapter.
Okay. Then my brain is merging it with another thing.
That's all right. I'm sure you guys read it like a week ago, and I read it for the first time like yesterday and today.
I read it today.
So. Okay, good.
And I read it 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, literally right after our last recording, while I was editing.
Oh my God.
The next episode, I was listening to it as well.
You couldn't help yourself. You're like, I need another chapter.
and of course, that's the week that we're like, oh yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks for us to record again.
So I will say it's not totally clear what this conversation is about. Let me reread it to you guys. So it says, ... is he doing? I overheard someone asking and immediately stop in my tracks. The sun has set, and a gentle sea breeze rustles through the trees. Same old, it's Saul's voice. Highly doubt it. Oh yeah, he is so fucking... Laughter. Gone. She killed him, and now she's haunting him. But he's not going to admit it or make it her problem. Does she know? Never will. So, same old. That's rough. And the favored shit? We've been looking into it. It's not too unlikely. I thought we kept track of... Well, yeah, but we were busy. Right, I remember. You were 8. Laughter. There are missing pieces, but he won't tell her unless he's sure. Maybe not even then. And so it seems like there is one part of it that might not be about Koen, being head over heels for Serena. The part where it says, oh yeah, he is so fucking gone. She killed him and now she's haunting him. That could be something else, but it could also be like, oh, he's down bad. You know what I mean?
No, he's down bad.
Yeah. And then, okay, so Saul is the one who says to the other person, you were 8. If we're going on the back and forth thing. So the person whose name we don't know seems to be part of the favored, quote unquote, because he's referring to this person as being 8 years old whenever whatever happened. And if we recall, Serena was very young when she was abandoned. And later, when we have that conversation with the doctor, they say that most young kids at a certain age have seen that doctor at some point, and they mention around that age, I think. So yeah. I wonder if this person is going to be revealed later.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't know what it means yet, but I assume it has something to do with this crazy-ass cult.
Yeah, me too. Favored just sounds like a cult word.
It does, yeah. Like, you're the saved, whatever, some cults might use.
Damn.
Yeah.
But so, he sticks up for her with the Bowden thing. Koen sticks up for her. And I thought it was interesting that Bowden basically says, well, none of us want her here, just like you don't want her here. And he's like, do I? Like, oh really? Tell me about that.
Please do tell me what I want and what I don't want. I did not know. I guess you know better than your alpha what your alpha wants.
And this was just a reminder for me that both Koen and Serena are just fucking lying to each other all the time,
Seems to be a major theme in relationships in books.
Yeah, I don't like that. Now, one thing I thought was super, super fascinating from this chapter is when he explains what being an alpha is, where he's talking to her, and I don't remember what she says before, but she says, well, it's your pack. Like, this is your pack. And he's like, none of this is mine. Like, no one can take this away from me because it's not mine. An alpha doesn't own a pack. It's the opposite, he says. The pack owns the alpha, like it would a tool. And if a newer, better tool shows up, I would gladly step down.
Which is funny.
I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah. It's funny because I actually had this conversation with my mom a couple of days ago in regards to politicians. Like, all politicians. I was like, no, they shouldn't be going into to have power over us. They should go in for service. They are working for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a service position. So
it's nice to see because we don't see it in reality.
It's very poignant, and it shows you that he knows what he's doing, and he was meant to do that job. Like, he's doing a good job because he recognizes that.
He was, but damn, starting it at 15 years old, and he was able to do that. I mean,
tough.
That would have been insane.
I mean, I wouldn't wish that on any 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember how she said it. She said something like, I don't want to offend you or have someone like would Bowden ever try to take your pack from you? And he was like, no. He was like, that's hilarious.
Although, I don't know. I feel like he's dismissing him so much that we'll see Bowden again at some point.
I'm sure we will.
I hope we won't, so I'm sure we will.
I think we'll see him again with the people that are, like-minded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she kind of wants to, but she gives him the pick one game again. And because he says he has no hobbies, because he's like, if I was ever not to be an alpha, I don't even know what the fuck I would do. I guess I would get a hobby. And she's like, you need hobbies now. So she says, pick one. And he picks one, and she decides she's going to teach him how to play piano. Now, the second that she, quote unquote, sits down to teach him, I could tell immediately he already knows how to play this damn piano. He already knows how to play this damn piano.
It's funny because I've said it many times to many people. I don't know if I've ever said it to y'all, but guys love to teach. And
they do.
And so I've played a lot of pool in my life, but every time I play pool, they want to teach me. I'm not very good at it, but still, they want to teach me. And so I'm just like, sure, go ahead. And it's
you're like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's what's happening here for sure.
It's very hot. So anyway, I was like, he's definitely doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. And he starts losing control quick because he pulls her into his lap and he's like touching her. He's got his hand on her thigh.
Apparently the bench is only like this big.
Yup.
So
hey, I would make it work.
And he's like doing the Schroeder with it, the dink, 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 dink.
And she's like, here's C major. Oh, you learned that really quick. I guess you just play that over and over again and make the world's most boring song.
And he was like, you got it. He's like, I'm going to play this while I do something else over here.
She's like, hit it harder. Do it harder.
Ooh. Yeah, just watch my fingers. And
we do meet who I'm going to call Mai.
With a son named John.
Correct.
I think that might be how it was said. I'm trying to remember in the audiobook.
I guess you could be a guy named May. It just doesn't fit in my head.
I think it was Mai. I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
So we meet Mai, who is apparently in charge of the borders because he is the eldest of the seconds, and he gets his pick for what his job is. He says that there's been 11 vamp attacks in the last 2 days, or attempts to break into the border. And this is when Serena realizes that almost all of the seconds are around the same age, and they're all very young, probably because most of them were killed in the attack.
Not only the seconds, she thinks back on the people that she saw in town, and she's like, nobody's really that old.
Yeah. And that's when we learn that Koen was 15 when he became alpha. Because she texts Misery.
And Misery's like, I'm not going to ask Lowe. Why not? Because I already know. Misery, why? When did tell me the answer?
She's like, thank you for asking. So she has another bad night. She wakes up sweating and just not having a good time. And she crawls to Koen's room for comfort. And she lays in his bed and steals his shirts. And she sweats through the sheets and the entire bedding. And
in there.
Yeah, had a bad night. Definitely been there. And she wakes up and she's like, shit. And she like grabs all of it and start putting it in the laundry. And
I'm not sure. I feel like that even laundry wouldn't have covered that shit up. But
right? Yeah. But she immediately tries to cover the scent. And she finds out that Amanda is outside, and she brings her some coffee.
While the rest of them are having Fight Club.
Yeah.
The dream of every teenage 36-year-old man.
Yeah, well, Amanda says that the main reason that he has to play fight every single person in the near vicinity is because he is so horny that he can't stand it.
How do you say hangry, but horngry?
Oh, God.
Horngry.
He's working off some steam, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Amanda also reveals some other things. She reveals something very important, actually.
Oh.
This is the conversation where she kind of says, she like rolls her eyes at Brenna, because Brenna said that it was humans that attacked. And Amanda's like, that is not necessarily the truth. The humans were there, but it was largely wares who attacked the pack. And she explains that traditionally, the alpha of the Northwest Pack is asked to honor a celibacy covenant, and that he's forbidden by law to engage in intimacy of any kind. And this is because it used to be a long-standing rule, and then they decided to start rolling it back because it was kind of cruel to people. And then it got in the way of peace negotiations, I guess. They think that if you have a mate and you're not sworn to celibacy, that it can affect how you rule as an alpha.
Yeah. So do you want me to do my rant now or wait until the councilmen show up?
Shall we wait? I don't know. It's up to you. Let's go for it.
Okay. So the law is that they can't have an emotional or physical relationship.
Correct.
I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but having a physical relationship is not intimate for some people at all. There are people out there who just sleep around just because they want to feel that pleasure and then move on. There's no feelings involved whatsoever. 2, you can't regulate emotions. You can't. People feel what they feel. So, and clearly, the mate shows up, his mate shows up, and he would basically burn the pack down. He literally said it the night before. He would burn the pack down until it was just her and him left, just by her being there. There's no relationship there.
Yep.
But he hasn't broken the law technically, according to them, but he is still so emotionally involved with her that he would literally destroy his pack before hurting her. So what's the point? What's the point of, you just can't sleep with her, only to make him frustrated? That's it. The whole law makes no sense. It's unmanageable because you can't control your feelings. And again, intimacy, feelings, like relationships, they develop on their own. You don't have to be married to somebody to love them. You don't have to have a child come out of your body to love them. You don't have to be blood related to somebody to call them family. And it made me so angry because I was like, this is the stupidest law in the existence. And yes, there are people, they give examples of people who took advantage of it later where they're like, an alpha slept through his pack and was exchanging sex for favors. And I was like, well, when you make sex forbidden, people barter with it. And not only that, but,
history tells us if you outlaw something.
Yeah. And the thing is that when you have a council and then you have the alpha, if it is known that the alpha is saying, hey, sleep with me and I'll give you what you want, then the council should fucking do its job and step in. That's what they're there for, right?
They are.
I agree with that because my first thought was, if it's something that is biologically going to happen to a lot of people anyway, why would you not figure out a way to work with your natural being, which is you're going to have mates. A lot of people have mates.
Mm-hmm.
If the alpha has a mate and the alpha is not acting in the best interests of the pack, then maybe he shouldn't be alpha.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there is a way, like a lot of in our society, in American society, boys are given leeway for how they act because, hormones and boys will be boys and whatever. And, girls should just not tempt them. Well, maybe boys shouldn't let the hormones drive them. And we should teach that.
Yeah. Make better decisions.
And clearly, Koen is being able to make rational decisions despite being in love.
Exactly.
With Serena.
Yeah. Well, what I don't understand for that law too is wouldn't it make sense that you would want your alpha to have a family and want them to have a mate within that pack, because wouldn't that mean they would want to protect that pack even more so, versus if they have no tie to the pack, then they could say, you know what, this is not worth it, and walk away.
Yeah. And
I agree with
that, you. I agree too. And not only that, the funny thing is when people think about intimacy, they do think about sex, but and maybe like I think about this more because of how I am, but the things that bring people closer to me is, you know, being held, holding hands, just like the physical touch, just the conversations that we have. That's how I fall in love with people.
Yeah.
Like, sex is not enough.
It's not. I could really honestly have a whole relationship without sex altogether and still be in love with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and for the people where sex is the only driving force, the ones that would take advantage of it, honestly, those people are going to take advantage of it anyways, and they're going to be the ones to break the laws. So why hold the good people to that same strict standard when it's really only going to be for those good people?
I agree.
Yeah. And so this whole idea of I know that the celibacy law is literally put into this book so that we can drag the romance out and there's something that they need to overcome and whatnot, but it doesn't make logical sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's a dumb rule. And I'm sorry, to live in that kind of society, I don't think I could handle. Somebody tries to regulate emotions of a person? No.
Yeah.
Well, and I think this is where I have like a little itty bitty tiny rant about this that hooks on to that. Because one of the things that she says is that the people that kind of created that and held to it were like the older generations. And I feel like any healthy society should have it where older generations hand off the reins to younger generations.
Yes.
That way they can guide them, they can mentor them.
Agreed.
And, you know, instead of holding on to it until the very freaking end. And then that's where you have like these really horrible things that happen. So, and I feel like that was a good kind of showcase of that here, of what happens when you do that.
Yeah. Things change. People can't continue doing the same thing for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And not to mention, the law doesn't seem to work. That's why the pack broke up.
Yep.
Exactly.
She found a mate.
It's not feasible.
Yeah.
And they decided, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll force the same law again, because that's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same reason why the pack broke up is, you know, let's just put it back into place. It's fine.
I wonder if this previous alpha that fell in love and caused the packs to break up, is this going to have are we going to have a connection to Serena? Or is this just lore?
I kind of got the feeling that when the council people showed up and they were like, with your history, that it was a parent of his.
Possibly. Yeah. I definitely could see that.
Hate the council, except for that one girl. And
Carolina,
for him,
I don't know.
Yeah. For him to say, oh yeah, I put in here, clearly Koen's mother was the previous alpha. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for him to say, your mother was the alpha and she fucked up, so it's your history.
Yeah.
Just because a parent does something doesn't mean a child's going to do it.
After this, we get a call from Juno. Juno confirms that her mother's family seems to be from the west of the Sawtooth Range, which is the Rocky Mountains area, apparently. She also reaches back out to Misery for more information on the unification and breaking up of the packs. And Misery's like, I would be happy to help you because Misery's the bomb. And then she was like, okay, but also you could ask him.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite scenes after this, though.
To be fair to Serena, asking somebody to relive their trauma, they can't always do that.
Yeah.
So
I felt like Serena had a good, she responded like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I agree with Serena. Yeah.
Are we after the haircut? Or are we still?
No.
Okay.
The haircut is right before the council shows up.
Okay.
Right before the haircut, though, hold on. right before the haircut is my favorite scene. You guys cannot move past this for me. We have to talk about it.
Wait, the feral kink? I'm sorry. Okay, make sure we cover that, please.
So, right when he comes in after he's been fighting all of his packmates and she's done talking to Amanda, Amanda's gone, everyone else is gone. She's still got the shirt that is like soaked through with sweat.
Yeah, she finds it.
Oh, yeah.
And she's
on the
like,
floor.
oh, I thought I was trying to put this in the laundry.
Yeah.
And he's like, walk slowly.
And he's like, walk very slowly. Do not run. Do not make me chase you. And I was like, this is a primal kink. This is a feral kink happening in real time. This is so hot to me. If he would chase her, I'd lose it. Oh my God. I hope he chases her.
I will say.
I'm waiting for it.
It's probably the Aries in me, but I do love a good play chase.
Oh, yeah. I do too. That shit is hot as hell.
Yeah, but what if the then eats her and not the fun way?
He can
eat her in the fun way.
I'm not talking about the fun way. I'm talking about like her head is on one side of the room and her body is on the other.
Oh, but that's not what he was thinking of.
He's like ragdolled it too much.
But that's not what he was thinking of. He smelled the shirt and he smelled her and he was like, do not activate me.
Hide the sausage cake.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just thought it was so hot. But okay, so it's after this that she's like, all right, it's time. And she forces him to finally get the haircut. And while she's giving him the haircut is when
the council comes in. And they're like, a female has a weapon to my alpha's throat.
Yes. And they're like, I don't know how I feel about a woman holding a knife to your throat. And he's like, feel free to mull it over and never let me know, actually. Which I'm adding that to my vocabulary. And I think her name is Annika or Anika. I'm sure I'm fucking this up.
I don't remember how it's pronounced.
I think Annika is pretty. So I'm going to say Annika. She's a bitch. She can get the fuck out. And basically they confront him. They don't even say much before both Koen and Serena are like, stand down. We are not in a relationship.
Yeah.
And Serena's like, don't worry. I am tragically unfucked. Like it's not happening.
And you would be able to smell it on me, bitch. So back off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which begs the question, how did those other alphas get away with having vitamin D deficient family hidden in the basement?
I agree with that. I was thinking that too. But this is 3 of the 5 of the assembly that have come to check to make sure that he's not breaking his covenant. And there is a 4th one named Conan who doesn't agree with the covenant. He specifically wants it repealed.
Conan the Barbarian wants Koen to have sex.
Yes. Lots of C names. Colin, Conan, and then
Constantine.
Koen, Constantine. But we also find out their names are Carolina, Xavier, and like I said, I think it's Annika. I don't know. We also find out Saul is Carolina's younger brother. So that's interesting. I do think that's relevant somehow.
Is Carolina her mother?
I don't get that vibe.
Are you talking about whose mother?
And she's not. She's supposed to be human.
Well, because she ends up inviting her to like stay with them or come live with their little tribe.
Supposed to be human though.
Yeah, the mother is supposed to be human. The father is werewolf.
Supposed to be, but I thought we talked before that potentially she could have been were.
Yes, but then that was before they did DNA tests that Juno said the mother is definitely human.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was in last section.
But she does try to offer Serena a job, like you said. She's like trying to poach her.
Yeah. She's like, when this is over, you could come and live with me and
yeah.
And Serena's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen because I'll be dead, but sure.
She's like, whatever you say. That's fine.
That sounds lovely.
Well, wasn't her gift some sort of like moon and like that from that particular area? Remember the moon on the car or the...
No. So the necklace is not described as being connected to anything yet. Amanda says that she's from the same huddle as Carolina is earlier. Like before they meet Carolina, Amanda mentions the same, which I can't even remember what they're called.
Like Moon Crater or something.
Yeah, yes, Moon Crater, exactly. So I don't think that they have given us any connection to the necklace yet.
Okay.
I forgot that part.
But yes, Amanda is from the same huddle as Carolina. We don't know any of the other huddles as far as I know. But
also, can I say the fact that one person can find their mate and it not? Like, okay, so when Lowe was talking about how a mate can be unrequited, I thought he was referring to Misery and the fact that she's a vampire and she can't really feel the whole mating thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that it seems that Koen says that Serena is his mate, but he's not hers. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well,
what is the point of a mate bond?
Yeah.
Well, you have to accept it. I think the point is you have to accept it. And he's accepted her, but she hasn't accepted him.
They made it sound like that wasn't because
it was the same way with Lowe and Misery. Lowe considered Misery his mate, but she didn't consider him his mate.
Because she didn't know, but it sounded like he could feel the mating bond and she couldn't. Not that it wasn't.
Well, that is also true because she was a vampire, though.
No, I'm talking about Serena.
Oh.
That in this.
But Serena can. Blatantly, she can feel the mating bond. I mean, my God, she is wearing his whole closet of clothes.
Yeah. She just doesn't. Yeah. I don't know if she realizes that's why, though, because she didn't grow up in the Were territory. She doesn't know much about them. I don't know if she recognizes.
But because they did that, they were like, it seemed to me that it was the way that the world worked was that one partner could feel the mating bond and that she could have a mate with somebody completely different. And I'm
not
just like,
what I thought.
That was just, I was like, what's the point of that? Like, except for I guess the mating bond changes you so you can have a knot.
That's not how I read it.
That was how it came off to me.
Huh. I think it just is a matter of if they're accepted. Because, I mean, this kind of proves it, that he has accepted her. And it's kind of like, you know how Adam and Mercy are?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
But that's the weird thing. Like, he's not allowed to have a mate, so why would he have accepted it? So that he can just suffer in silence?
I don't know if he did it intentionally or not. Maybe he didn't do it intentionally.
Yeah, I think he just recognized it. Maybe it's the recognition and not necessarily the acceptance.
Well, see, then that's the weird thing. Like, he felt it the moment he saw her. There was nothing there, like, to be like, no time to accept it or not, in my opinion.
I don't think that's when he accepted her.
I don't, but the mating bond was there. He was like, as soon as I saw her, mating happened. It was, it was like instant for him.
But that's not an acceptance. That's just a recognition that it's there.
Okay. But if you're going to say that, that Koen has unconsciously accepted it, then Serena has unconsciously accepted it as well.
That might be fair, but I don't really understand.
And that's my point. It doesn't make sense. And they need to go into more detail about this because it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand.
And I think to me, it kind of makes sense because Serena thinks she's going to die. So she hasn't fully committed herself to being his mate. She hasn't accepted him as her mate because she doesn't want to be. She thinks she's going to die. So something didn't click. I don't know. It makes sense to me for her character. I don't understand it dynamics-wise for the world, the lore. But it doesn't bother me.
I don't know.
But
it bothers me.
I kind of get it for her character. I'm not sure that it does make sense, like lore-wise, though.
Anyways.
Well,
they do end up going to the doctor, which she thinks, if I remember correctly, I don't know.
Yeah.
That she has like this instant, oh shit, he knows moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's really, he's there to be like, he was there for the birth of all the children. Maybe he'll know who you are.
Yeah.
But I was also like, why would a human woman go to a were-doctor?
But who? Serena?
If Serena's mom was human, which we know she is, why would she go to a were-doctor to have a baby?
True.
If she knew she had a were-half baby.
True.
She did, but then nobody else knew about her until much later. So why wouldn't
Maybe they did and they're covering it up.
The pack have known? Because
that's a good point.
The were-doctor would have been like, why the fuck are you here too? I don't know anything about y'all.
Yeah, that's kind of a good point. It's like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Either she must have been taken by someone that wasn't her mother, or it's not a plot point that lines up with what we know. I just want to say that the doctors' names are wild. Sim Kane is a wild name, and then we find out his dad's name is Silas Kane. I was like, that's very on the nose. They sound like villains.
They do.
Yeah.
Silas is a very villainy name.
It is, yeah. I love that name, though, I will say.
And let me tell you, as soon as she stepped out, I was like, she's about to get attacked.
Yeah, by herself, yeah. He calls her a halfling, which I thought is a cute name for being a hybrid, and I was like, I'm gonna adopt that as a mutt myself. I am a halfling.
With her whole, like, oh, thank God, it makes me feel less like a car. I was like,
yeah. Right? That's funny.
I drive a hybrid, and I'm gonna think about that now.
So the doctor doesn't remember her, and she walks outside, and she's like, you don't have to follow me. Nobody needs to come with. I need a breath of fresh air. And this guy walks up and is like, Eva? I said, who the fuck is Eva?
Is it EVA in the book?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I spelled it AVA in the notes because they
said Ava?
Ava in the audiobook.
Damn. Okay, interesting. That's not how I wouldn't have pronounced that.
If I would have saw Eva, I would have said Eva too.
Yeah.
Little dude ruined Christmas trees for me, though, because now that's all I'm going to be able to see is hanging dicks.
What?
Okay, so I don't remember.
What?
Like, I didn't get to that in my re-listening, so please explain.
Are you talking about Koen's threat to him, or what?
No, the guy that comes up and he's naked, and she's like, she said that his junk is like wrinkled Christmas ornaments.
Wow.
And like,
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't take note of that at all.
I was like, thank you, Serena, for ruining a Christmas tree for me.
This poor girl has been a werewolf for all of 2 minutes, and she's probably seen more dicks in the time that she's been here than her whole entire life.
Yeah. I was like, of course he's naked.
I was going to say, and you were right, Lily, about the whole prophecy thing from last episode, because I was like, there is a prophecy?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Lily, call
I was like, that sounds really prophecy-like. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, why would they just drop that in there? And then we get as the prophet says, as the prophet wills.
Right. And I like went from like this typical mystery to all of a sudden we're on like some sort of epic fantasy type.
Yeah, I felt like the book immediately changed focus in a way. Mm-hmm. They better not let me down because I was fascinated. Like when he said, I learned the blood and the word and therefore you, I was like, wow, that was interesting. Like, I need to know more.
Yeah, I was like, is she supposed to be their Jesus Christ? Because
I had the same vibe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like a Messiah character.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was fascinating. I immediately was like, I need to know more. And then Koen comes out and starts threatening him, of course, in the best way. He's like, I will move tectonic plates, bitch. And he's like, are you your parents' son? Which could be a callback to what you said, Brittany, about if his parents were the ones that broke the treaty. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, like I think it's the council, actually, that brings up Constantine's name for the first time. But he's also brought up here. And I was like, who the fuck is Constantine? Clearly, he was, I guess, the leader of this cult before. But I was like, watch. He's going to be her father.
Maybe. She even says something like, are we related? And he's like, I'm not sure yet. Like, he's looking into it. So, I don't know. Maybe. I also had a thought that maybe Constantine was part of the reason that the packs broke up as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he drove them apart. Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know. Like maybe he's the one that was like, we need to do the celibacy, or I don't know. Like I feel like there's other things we don't know yet.
Maybe.
Or maybe he was the one that didn't want celibacy.
I would say, or maybe he's okay. So Koen's mother was the alpha, and Constantine was her mate, and that's what broke up. Like the packs kind of. But then Constantine did something to attack the other packs, and that's why there's the celibacy thing, because she couldn't kill him or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. But I still think...
I see something there.
I still think that Constantine is probably, since she's the Messiah character, probably... Ew, wait. Never mind. Sorry. I had this thought of if Constantine was...
Your face Koen's. When you went from...
I just had this thought of if Constantine was Koen's father, and then also went back to my theory that Constantine was Serena's mother or father, and then I was like, that would make them siblings, and ew.
Yeah, that would be disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, she did say they could be cousins.
This is not that kind of podcast.
No.
But anyway, I think that Constantine is going to be Serena's father because she is playing a Messiah-like character for the cult.
I could see it because her father is supposed to be the wear between the two parents, and we know that Koen is the one that killed him, quote unquote. He says, "I ripped his heart out of his chest, chewed on it for a minute, and spit it into the ocean,"
which is a wonderful image.
Yeah, and I could see it. I definitely think it's got something going on with her lineage. I don't know if she's necessarily I don't know if Constantine is necessarily her father, but something's happening there. Maybe he knew her mother. I don't know. Maybe her mother was their leader or whatever. That's what my current guess is, that her mother is still alive and is running this cult or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe she was born in order to infiltrate the packs.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that guy says to her is like, come with me and, like, we'll talk about it. Like, you'll see. She wants you here. She wants you or whatever.
Yeah. And I was like...
Yeah, but put on pants first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did right. I was like, the plot has gotten so much more complex than what we got with Bride. And the tension is tensioning. And I love it.
Yeah, same. It's very good. And he kills himself by throwing himself off of a cliff, which is pretty awful. I was like, oh my God, like it did take me off guard.
Also reminiscent of Twilight.
It is. But yeah, she starts to blame herself a little bit for it, and Koen gets down on his knees, or he like squats down and he's like, listen to me. It was not your fault. Making sure that she hears it from him, which she did need to hear it from him. Mm-hmm. And he said, your name doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if you're Ava. It doesn't matter if you're Serena. You are my killer. You're still my killer, okay?
Yeah.
So Serena's definitely one of the cult people. And
so when they go home and she finds comfort in misery, which I loved.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then like she has another episode.
Yeah.
And Lowe walks in on it. Or not Lowe. Dang it.
That'd be creepy.
Koen walks in on it. And and so I was like, it's funny. It's the opposite of what happened with Lowe. Because when he found out that Serena was spying, I was like, well, tension's gone and whatever. But here, because the plot is so complex and whatnot, him finding out, I was like, oh, finally he knows. And the whole bathroom scene was just amazing.
The mirror breaking.
Oh, it was so good.
Yes. I love when he punches the mirror.
It was great.
Amazing. He does it so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And he's so in control of the situation. It's the competency kink. It's everything. I loved it. When he punches the fucking mirror, I lost my mind. And I was like, there's no way we're going to end it at this chapter. I started losing it. I was like, no. Oh my God. I can't believe we stopped there. Amanda was sitting next to me and I was like, I was like freaking out. And she was like, is it a cliffhanger? And I was like, and she was like, it's definitely a cliffhanger. I'm like hyperventilating into the book. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was a great scene. You know me, I love a good bath. You know, I'm not a big fan of shower sex, but being held in a bubble bath or something like that is one of my favorite things. So yeah, this scene really did it for me.
Totally disregards his clothes. He's just like, you need to get in the bath? Scoop. Gets in the bath immediately. Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, very good scene.
Loved it. And I know he's going to be like, what's going on? I'm ready.
Yeah, they're going to have a talk in the morning, I guarantee you.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Okay, but now the question is, when they do finally get together, is he going to be more of the like destroy the headboard kind of guy, or is he going to be like the I'm going to take an achingly long time with you guy?
Number 2.
2. Okay.
What if he's
number
both?
2?
I'm just saying.
I could see potential for both, but I'm getting number 2 vibes. Like, he has so much control. He's going to want to take it slow. He's going to want to do it his way. I think that's what
remember, he's hungry.
Yeah. And she's going to get him to lose that control at some point. So maybe we do like the slow roll the first time. And then at some point she gets him to just fucking lose it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Okay. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
Everybody's going to like get off and then read.
Yeah, I immediately was like, I can't. No, I need to close the book. You know? Oh my gosh. Anything else we want to gush about? Because I feel like there were some really good scenes in this section. Like the mirror, the clothes, when he defends her with Bowden, when he's like, walk, do not run. I cannot chase you.
I think we covered most of it.
Also,
like, this isn't anything to talk about, but limoncello is actually really good. She offers it to the council, and I was like, I wouldn't offer that good shit to them.
I know.
All right, I guess we'll end it there. We hope that you'll join us for next week's episode, and we'll be discussing Book 2, Mate, chapters 21 through 30. New episodes drop each week, and don't forget to check out last season's discussion on the Twilight series, available now.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on social media. That like and follow are super important for us to continue to bring you new episodes each week, so please, please, please do so. You can also support us by joining us on Patreon. Thank you for listening to the Midnight Readers podcast. We'll see you next week.
Happy reading, listeners. Don't stay up too late.